got talking to do. I gotta stop. I gotta talk. Hey, I want to get real with y'all. I love Stephen Davies' talk yesterday because I know you all know I'm up here because I care about you. And you all know I'm up here because Andy knows I can help you. And you all know I'm up here because Andy and Jane trust me about what I'm going to tell you and share with you. So hopefully I can move you to do what needs to be done to get you to invest in yourself, bet on yourself, and change your financial future with our company. Before I do that, I want to get real and tell you a little story about what I've been through over the last 2 years. Because like Jane Albright said in a talk one time, we're all either in a mess, we're coming out of a mess, or we're getting ready to go into a mess. That's life. So back in 2020, listen, you don't all know this, but I have 8 kids. I have 11 grandkids. And my mom and dad had 14. Some of you will hear me sometimes say 13 because one died at birth. So growing up, I always said 13. Some of my brothers and sisters said, no, you should say 14. My mom was always saying 14. So now I celebrate the fact because it is 14. And she died in 2020. But the weird thing is she died of COVID. And the weird thing is as a kid growing up as a Roman Catholic, which I'm not a Roman Catholic now. I'm sorry, I'm not, but I was then. But I am a Christian, which my mom kind of hated, said I was going to hell. So I talked to my good friends, Mike and Noel and Patrick on it. They said, no, you're cool. Thank you. Because my mom and dad think I'm going to hell because I'm not a Roman Catholic. Anyhow, so my mom died in 2020 of COVID, and I was, as a kid growing up, I always asked God, because I'm a greedy man. Like Mike said yesterday, we're all greedy in our own way. I think it was Mike. I'm a greedy man, so as a kid growing up, I said, God, please save me from the sting of death. I don't ever want to have it in my life. I just want you to return and take us all with you and let me never have to feel the sting of death. And my mom lived to be 83 years old, and I had this gullible belief that God was listening to me and that I was going to be spared that sting. My mom died on 9/14 because I was her favorite child, number 9 out of 14. I believe that in my heart. I do, because I was the one that gave to them the most, provided them the most, did everything I could to help them the most, forgave them the most because of the childhood I had, but all that I was able to do because of Andy Albright and the Alliance. But anyhow, speed up here. At the end of 2020, I was told that I needed to have a surgery that had to do with being close to my brain and my right ear, and the doctor, who was wearing a mask at the time because of COVID, said to me, if you don't get it done, you could die or go into a paralysis situation and not be able to use your face and talk. And I said, what do you mean? And he took down this mask and he goes, you'll talk like this for the rest of your life. I said, I'm a life insurance agent, I need to talk. He goes, well, you need to get the surgery. But if you get the surgery and I mess up, you could also end up dying or end up talking like this for the rest of your life. I said, oh my God. So I got the surgery. Fast forward in 2021, we're supposed to go to Aruba with the Alliance. Yeah! My wife had to have a major surgery, she couldn't fly. Ended up not being able to hang out with my friends in a beautiful, another foreign place, kind of cool. Fast forward, my dad died last year. A day before my mom's birthday, he died at age 87. I'm bringing this up to you because these are people, and leads are people. These happen to be my people, but they're people. By the way, when my mom died, thank you CFG, thank you Foresters, and thank you Mutual of Omaha. When my dad died, thank you Foresters, and thank you Transamerica. And my dad died the day before my mom's birthday, and I believe it's because he wanted to go see her. And that morning on Sunday or Monday, I was supposed to take him to go see my mom's gravesite. But he said, honey, I want to see you because he missed her for 2 years and he was miserable without her. You're probably going, Eric, get the damn leads. Anyhow, Let's fast forward. So this year, right before we were supposed to go to Ireland, and we had our first class seats ready. The day before we were supposed to leave, my wife at 58 years old, and one of the strangest things happens, which is strange for people that old, she has an appendicitis attack. While I'm doing an activity call that morning, my wife is in the emergency room, unbeknownst to me, being told that she cannot leave the hospital. They're looking for a surgeon because her appendix is about to burst. I get there before the surgery. We're actually saying, can we still go to Ireland tomorrow? The doctor's saying, hell no, ain't gonna happen. You can't fly after this, blah, blah, blah. So they were telling about a surgery that was gonna be a really ugly scar because the way it was, he had to go in and get it out because of the way it was and the size it had grown to. He was able to do it microscopically though and only stay in the hospital for one night because as soon as he went in and touched it, it disintegrated. No, not yes, because the disintegration meant if she would have been on a plane the next day and we missed the signs, my wife would be dead today. She'd be dead. A 9-hour flight across the Atlantic. For those of you who don't believe in God, that's God. Thank you, Medico. They paid for the emergency room visit and they paid for the one day in the hospital. Whoa, I got that one too. So anyhow, fast forward, my daughter's working for us, getting really great at recruiting, finding me a couple of good people. She's in our office one day and she collapses to the floor in tears because at the beginning of May, her husband has a major stroke. He can't walk and he can't talk. They have a 6-year-old. He's older than me, he's 60. She married an older man. Anyhow. My wife's with her at the time. She falls and collapses to the floor. She's in tears, she's shaking, she's shivering. Freddie got back the ability to walk, but he has no ability to talk. He's lost his ability to talk because a stroke affected that part of his brain. Fast forward. My daughter-in-law, 38 years old, beautiful girl, died recently, and we just had her service on July 1st. And she had a plan because people who I love and people who I know have a plan. And if you have people that you love and know and they don't have a plan, check yourself before you wreck yourself because it's going to mess up your bray, baby. Because it's already emotional wreck when you lose the person, but to lose them without the process that you needed to have in place before that occurred is not a good thing. To lose a 38-year-old, beautiful, bright woman just out of nowhere like that, my son is in grieving, but at least there was a plan. My wife's in grieving, I'm in grieving. I just learned before I came on stage, my daughter, who was her best friend in high school, is still texting her to her phone. When my son got back home and got to her phone, it's saying, I can't believe you're gone. Why are you gone? So anyhow, what are leads? Leads are people who know they're going to die one day and they've asked for your help. Why don't we have more people investing in these leads and providing the help these people are asking for? I'm not getting it. You got a license. God motivated you to get your license. You have your license for a reason. So let's start to use it and give our clients and ourselves a better season because of the fact that they want our help. They sent in a lead. So why do we invest in leads? You can put this in any order you want. You can put these three in any order you want. Listen, when I first came to the Alliance, I came in it for the money. I needed to make money. If I wouldn't have made money, I wouldn't be here today because of what was going on with me and my mental attitude. I do it because I want to help families. And I do it because I want to set an example. There's other reasons we should invest in leads, but to me, being here for 15 years, these are the top 3 reasons I believe people make the decision to invest in leads. If you have another reason that gets in the top 3, great. Buy leads, invest in leads. Because leads will lead you to those people that want your help. Investing in leads is a choice. It's your choice. I can't make you do it. It's a choice you're going to have to make. And to me, it's a grade A prime choice. It's better than steak. My weekly investment is $1,500. Am I asking you to spend $1,500? I'm asking you to spend what you can. But I spend $1,500. I have a GMR, and I believe GMR stands for Get More Results. Can everybody say that out loud? Get more results. Say it again.
Get more results.
So get on a GMR and you'll get more results. For God's sakes, it's a simple formula. GMRs help you get more results. I have 15 A leads for final expense coming every week. I have 15 Medicare leads coming every week. And then I got this little, I guess it's an alliance secret. I don't know. Is President's Club a secret? Oh, it ain't a secret. So President's Club has something that when you become a part of them called Kit Marketing, and when you invest in Kit Marketing with the President's Club, they will take your Today's tab and call it for you at a cost that I don't think is bad, $220 a week. So my investment every week is $1,500. And you got to ask yourself, if that's my investment, what is it for the year? $39,000. Some of you might be saying, I don't even make $39,000, so how can I invest $39,000 year to date? Well, if you start investing in yourself and you start betting on yourself, you'll start making the income. So some of you out there think I'm insane in the brain for investing that kind of money. Right now, I know you're thinking that's insane in the brain. Well, that's what I've made year to date. And I apologize, that's not year to date. That's not year to date. That's to the end of June. We're on the 16th of July, baby. So I think it's up above 305 now. But anyhow, so that's my profit.
Come on now.
That's my profit. I mean, is that mind-blowing or what? Come on, people, get the idea. So check this out. I bought an A3 lead for $3, and I was the first one in the company. You ever heard of the 4-minute mile? And when somebody broke the 4-minute mile, other people started breaking the 4-minute mile? Well, I was thrilled out of my brain, and it was insane that I landed that deal and made $70,000 in 3 hours. Thank God I had the lead that led me to the client, that led me to help the client. But you know what? That select group of people that have broken that, stand up now, Terry Edwards. Stand up now, Terry Edwards. Stand up now, Brad Swindale. Stand up now. Stand up now, Marcus Richardson. Stand up now, baby. Stand up now. I know there's another one. Hold on, there's another one. Come on, there's another one. Come on, help me, guys. Who's the other one? Brian Rojas. Stand up now, baby. Stand up now. They bought a lead. And that lead led them to a client who had $1 million. Could it happen to any of you? It happened to them. Hey, I'm trying to convince Andy to give us some sort of a medallion or something like that. We can walk around with and say, we got $1 million off a lead, baby. We got to get it. Swing that stuff. We got to get it. We got to show off the bling, baby. Thank you for standing up. You could be a blessing. You could be a blessing before you die. Or what is it you want to do before you die? I want to be a blessing before I die. I want to be a difference maker before I die. I want to be that guy that does that for people that I bump into and help on the street and people that I meet through the leads. Do you know people need you? People are buying houses. People are getting married. People are having babies. People want to protect their retirement. People are aging into Medicare. People are getting critically ill or chronically ill, and then eventually they all die. And you know these people are in your cold market, they're in your warm market, and they're in your hot market. You know that your cold market are people that don't know you, you don't know them, and they have no clue who you are. And leads come from that. But you also can do something about that. We're not going to get into that today. We're talking about leads. Warm market are people that do know you, and they don't or do know what you do. And when I say they don't, that's a problem because they're your warm market. And then there's the hot market. By the way, the hot market could be people you know, but this is where leads come from. So they're people that don't know you, but they know what you do, and they've asked you for help. And you call them and introduce yourself. And I call that sizzling hot. Who wouldn't want to be in the hot market? Now, I'm in all three markets, but who wouldn't want to be in the hot market? How much will you invest? Let's take a little time out here. First of all, we got time, we got energy, and we got money. And once you decide how much of that you're going to invest, it's going to equal your activity. Because what you put in is what you're going to get out. And by the way, if you start spending $1,500 a week, unless you like throwing your money down the drain, you're going to start working. It's going to force you to work. But again, I said 1,500 steep. 1,500 steep, I understand that. So check this out. Actually, I don't want to go to the next slide. I want to take a time out. Have I got anybody right now, anybody who's already on a GMR or somebody thinking about going to a GMR that's going to spend $250 more a week when we leave here? Please stand up. Please, if I got anybody, please stand up. Anybody, please, please. You can find that $1 million annuity. You're going to help people. So check this out. Because you all just did that, Ashlyn Davis, I want you to bump my GMR $250 a week. I'm going to $1,750. Dang all right, I'm going to $1,750. Woo! That's done. Now we get to the how-to guide. How to. You got the why to. I just got the people committed. So how is to put in the activity. How is to use the tools, and how is to know your resources. The fact of the matter is, this is my activity in 2009. When I was blind, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no clue what I was doing. Andy said, go to work, Bo. Make mistakes. Figure it out. And we didn't have the training we have today. I was telling a new agent last night, Andy threw me the keys to a 10-speed bicycle. And I rode that somewhat like you wouldn't believe. It's like the Wizard of Oz. Dun, 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 dun. And today he's throwing you the keys to a Lamborghini. And he's saying, go out there and help families with that. Holy cow. No wonder you got people walking around. I was proud. I've been here for my first year, I made 150 grand. Now it's like, I've been here 9 months, made 150 grand. I've been here 6 months, made 150 grand. My last 3 years, oh God, I started last November, I made 150 grand. Yeah, because of the system we have is amazing. So here it is, $250 a week in leads. That's what I spent my first year here. I worked 8 counties. I drove to 8 different counties. I dialed 7,221 times. I made 525 hot knocks. I set 366 appointments. 135 of those came off of, 135 were no-shows. 302 sits, some came off hot knocks. 562 apps for the year. 298,000 in AP, 10 annuities for 171. I worked 6 days a week, and I put 73,000 miles on my car. And the transmission started slipping the following year. I remember I was in an intersection, stopped at a stop sign, and I was in the middle of the section, went, I said, what the? Oh yeah, I'm going. That's all I need is no car, and I got all these leads. Must-dos when working leads. You need to dial, and all the while do it with a smile. Keep your problems at home, crocodile. Clients don't need you snapping at them. You just set the lead in, didn't you? Are you stupid? I spent $35 on this mother. It's like, hey man, I'm good. Sorry you're not. Snot. I don't say that, but it's like, hey, water off my back. I blow through the nose to get to the yeses, baby. Blow through the nose to get to the yeses. When they don't answer their phone, go to their home, please. You would be surprised how kind these mean people are over the phone when you go to their home. Because over the phone, they're powerful lions. At the house, they're like little pussycats. Who's there? Oh, come on in. Total stranger. Come on in. You have my signature. You have my writing. That's me. Come in. Hard knocks, baby, where it's at. You get financially fat. If you don't want to do them, fax me your leads. I'll figure it out. If you still haven't reached the client, what I do, and I'm not telling you to spend more money. Oh my God, I've already spent $27 and Eric wants me to spend another 67 cents. I don't know, man. It's going to break the bank. Send them a letter. Copy their lead, put it in a letter, send it to them with your business card with a little letter saying, hey, I've been trying to reach you. I've been trying to reach you. Give me a call. Please, give me a call. I'm trying to reach you. If that don't work, call them back. If they don't answer, text them a copy of their lead. Put on the text, please call regarding your attached request. And don't put stupid. Blow through the nose to get to the S's. Here are some required basic tools. You need leads. You can get leads. We have a ton of leads, and the lead department will help you figure out what leads you should get for your area, your county, your budget. You need a phone script, you need some phones. A landline and a cell phone will do, or either one. But hey, let's talk about that phone script for a second. Let's get real, right? Let's get real. Okay, when everybody in here who's posted something on Craigslist, you've all posted something on Craigslist. I'm sure you sold something like on a Facebook flea market. So when the client called up to buy that table stand or that lamp stand or that coffee table, did you go to your wife, what's the script? What's the script? Shit, they're calling, what's the script? Hi, you're calling about the lamp table? Yes. Can I ask you some questions first? What? They're calling you to buy the lamp table. They're sending you the lead to buy life insurance. And you're worried about what to say? A little Girl Scout, I need you to go sell these cookies. What's the script? What's the script? Hey, you teenager working in the band and you need to make money for the next trip we go on. Go sell these candy bars. What's the script? What's the script? Let me get a professional in here and we'll help. Come on! Come on! Hi, my name's Eric Bellaire and I care. I'm sorry, it's unfair. Anyhow, I'm sorry. I got a little edge, yes, on you. Change your last name. Anyhow, you wanted our help. I'm calling you because I'm the one who's been assigned to help you. I don't want to, but get an alliance activity book, please. Please. There's not going to be one person in this room who's making over 100 grand a year who doesn't have and own and use an alliance activity book. Get your stickers that you knock on the door and you leave it behind. Get your business cards. Please get business cards. You're in business. You need cards. The only business owner I know that don't need cards, to Marcus's point, is God. He don't need a card. God don't need a card. And yes, you got to have a car with a good transmission. Unless you want to walk to your appointments, that's okay. Or you can Uber until you get a car. Here's some optional advanced tools you can get. Hey, listen, you're in the field anyhow. You may as well make the best of it. You're in the field anyhow. You may as well make the best of it. Let them cold market people know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. By the way, do you know where leads come from? Cold market people who become hot market people. But you're buying the lead over and over every week. You're buying new leads. A shirt works forever. I wear my shirt and it works forever. I drive around in my car, it works forever. You can put down a decal on the back of your window, which we saw at the Alliance store, it works forever. It works when you're sleeping. It works when you're awake. It works when you're bad or good, for goodness sake. Come on now. Look at this lead map. You have to understand, we have a huge amount of lead sources, but we're specifically talking on this lead map, mailers, paper that went to a home and got returned with their handwriting and with their signature, and they're asking you for help. These are the ones you would go on a GMR to get, and you would commit and say, this is legit, and I'm going to go out and help these families. You got me? So look at your area. Yeah, we don't have much in the Midwest, but I bet you right now if we got somebody moving in that middle part of the country and said, hey, Andy, I want to get 20 A leads a week, they'll put the machine to work. They'll put the machine to work. I want to go ahead and show you the lead team. You saw them come up here yesterday. So this is the lead team. These wonderful women up in corporate office will help you buy leads. They'll help you start a GMR. They'll help you tune up your GMR. And they'll help you with an instant purchase. You know, I'm not an instant purchase kind of guy. It's like, Andy doesn't go buy the Rob report at the store. Because if he drove all the way to the store and it was gone, he'd have to go to another store, because I know he really wants that Rob report. But then he'd have to go to another store, and then another store if they're sold out because of Andy's message getting out. And he'd be getting frustrated because he's going like, dang, man, this is not worth my time now. So Andy's smart, and he went on a subscription to the Rob report. It automatically gets sent to his home. Whether they sell 1 million copies 1 week to 50 million copies 1 week, Andy's assured to always get his freaking copy, right? Right? So we all subscribe to Netflix or to Vudu or to Disney Channel, and we have these subscriptions that are coming out of our bank account every single week or month, but yet we're not going to go on a GMR, which will get you more results because it's taking money out of your account every week based on your efforts and your ability to go out there and help families in need that have wanted you to go out there and help you succeed. I'm telling you, has the number changed? Is there more people now that are getting it that maybe want to invest $100 a week in leads? If you're willing to spend, if you've never bought a GMR before, and you're willing to go out that door, and you're willing to talk to Ashlyn or her team, and at least invest $100 more than you've been doing or you'll start doing, please stand up now. Please, please, I want to make sure it's working. Oh, please, I got a couple. Woo! Yes, you're going to find yourself doing more and getting more. So, I'm going to give you a little secret sauce. Oh, boy. So some of you haven't stood up yet. And I know, man. I know what it's like to be broke as a joke. I know what it's like to get here on your last dime. I know what it's like not to have lunch and not to have dinner. I know what it's like to have to borrow from every relative you possibly can until they ask you stupid questions. I know. So let me tell you something. I hope all the other leaders in the room are okay with this. This is just if you're broke as a joke. This is just if you can't make that decision to buy a lead, but by God, you got a license. By God, you got a license. And you know, if you could just start making sales, if you just start, if I could just get 1 sale, I could buy leads. If I could just get 5 sales, I could buy leads. But, so, there it goes. Okay, so one. Maybe check with your agency manager and see if they'll bet on you. Maybe. That's a possibility, okay? Based on what you've been doing and what you do and how you do it, your agency manager might sit there and say, I'll bet on you. Here's some leads. I'll bet on you. I'll buy these for you. They might. You could talk them into it. You're a salesperson, for God's sakes. Show them you care, show them you can help them, and show them you can be trusted. Stephen Davis told you the damn secret. Just get it done. Anyhow. Hey, Stephen. Hey, come on. So, but more than that. God, you got to have to swallow this one because it's going to require work. It's going to require great effort. It's going to require greatness. For those of you who go home after this weekend, and you are just out of money because you used your last dime to get here, including selling your wedding bands. If you're in that situation, I want you to walk out your front door tomorrow whether you're in an apartment building or a neighborhood, and I want you to look to the left. I want you to look to the right. And I want you to see how many houses are on your street or on your floor of the apartment or condo. That way there's 50, 20, 10. That way there's 10, 15, 20. In front of me, I got, because it's across the street or across the hall, another 15. Got it? Okay. And I want you to get a clipboard. And I want you to go knock on their door like this. So please get your recorders out, because I'm never going to share this again. I want you to go to their doors. First of all, if you can go to any carrier, and back to Stephen's training, God, I loved it. If you can go to any carrier and show them that you care and show them that you can help them and show them you can be trusted, I think you can get a shirt out of them. Especially nationwide, we're on your side. I used to use Mutual of Omaha, but I like that one. Nationwide, we're on your side. So watch. They come to the door because they think you're a friend, and they go, can I help you? And you go, yes, my name is Eric Bellaire. I'm out here today doing a survey in your neighborhood. Do you have a few seconds for a quick 2-question survey? It's 2 frickin' questions. Some will say no. You blow through the nose to get to the yeses. I'm hoping you're recording this because I'm not going to share it again. Sure, you can ask me 2 quick questions. By the way, you got the clipboard and you got your Alliance activity book behind it. And you have your lanyard. Hopefully you're wearing a lanyard around your neck. It showed you in the pictures. You can get one of those really professional looking lanyards at Office Depot or Office Max. They're really cool looking. You can shrink your license down. You can put it in there, makes you look like you're official. Makes you look like you work for DFS actually, or a detective. They open the door for detectives. And you can go to CVS or Walgreens and you can tell them to take a small little photo of you, like a passport photo, and because it's your own, you can actually smile in it. And then you can stick it to that thing, and then you're looking at it, and when you're out a door, they're going like, hey, Mom, Dad, it's a detective. It's not a detective. It's DFS, they're here, hide. No, man. But anyhow, they answer the door and you say, that question, can I ask you 2 quick questions in a survey? By the way, it's a survey, so don't give a crap about the no soliciting signs. You're not soliciting, you're surveying. For God's sakes. They answer the door, you say, the question number 1, sir, ma'am, is, do you or any other adult in this home have any life insurance in force? I'm not referring about work insurance. And by the way, I forgot, because you're wearing the Nationwide shirt, you say, I'm out here with Nationwide. We're on your side, and we're doing a survey today. Are you with Nationwide? I hope you're contracted. You got a shirt. I'm out here with Nationwide. We're on your side. We're doing a survey today. Do you have a quick 2-question survey? So do you or any other adult in this home have any life insurance in place? Nope. Or, yes. I could care less, really, how they answer, because this is the simplest thing of all, because it's the same second question. It's the same second question. It's like their answer doesn't confuse you. I'm keeping it simple, which is Andy taught me. Their answer doesn't confuse this issue unless they slam the door in your face and you have to walk off their property. So the second question is, great. Would you like to know about the newest state-regulated program that's been designed to save you money on life insurance, funeral expense, cremation expense, and also give you extra free benefits? What are they going to say? Yes or no? If they say no, do you say, but, mother, you're blowing through the nose to get to the yeses. And if you promise me, those of you that are broke as a joke, if you promise your family, if you promise yourself to go home and on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, you get the heck out of your dang house and you walk down the street and you knock on these doors and you do that, you're going to find yeses. And when you hear the yes, you sit there and say, well, great. I would like to go ahead and ask you a couple quick questions, and we could schedule a time for an agent like myself to come out here and see you. Okay, now this is going to be a brain tweezer here. So you walk down your street, you walk down the street. You can also leave your neighborhood and walk around other streets. In the zip code that you live in, that if you were to buy leads in, is the zip code you would give Ashland. So it's in the area you live in. So you're knocking on doors in the area you live in without buying leads. But some of those houses are actually getting mailed the leads, and they're filling out the lead, and they're mailing the lead in, but you're knocking on their door before they get the lead and mail. You're connecting the dots, Marcus? So what's cheaper? You knocking on the door and getting the free lead? Or you broke as a joke and saying, I can't do anything? Go get the lead. Go get the lead. Go get the lead. Now, if you think I'm joking, or you think this is crazy, wait till God plays mind games with you and you knock on a door and they say to you after the questions, oh, this is crazy. I just sent an envelope in yesterday. I just had somebody here yesterday meeting with me at 2 o'clock. Oh, we have an appointment tomorrow at 1. Oh, I just bought life insurance. Oh, our policy's just getting ready to expire. Oh, I just got fired from work. We've been talking about this. And if that happens, I think people will feel, for some reason, just like when my wife had her appendix attack before we were supposed to go to Ireland, we feel it was God intended, God inspired, God involved. So that kind of comes out. People think like, you'll hear words like, well, this is like surreal. It's like, wow, God. And you'll hear it, yeah, it's a blessing, isn't it? It's crazy. God works miracles. I'm here at the right time, at the right place. So I'm going to ask people to stand up one more time. Yeah, it's going to be tricky. If you're part of the group that wanted to stand up at doing a $250 more investment, and you didn't because you just couldn't, and then you're part of the group that was going, man, I really want to stand up, but I just don't have $100 a week. But now that you've heard me talk about this approach, and you think you got the gumption to do it, and you think you've got the ability to get out of your house and not be a scared little mouse, then I want you to stand up so we can see you in this house. Woo! I'm getting some people. I'm getting some people. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, you fired me up, so I'm going to give you one little secret sauce. I'm going to give you one more secret little sauce. Oh, I was going to leave the stage, but you deserve this one more piece of sauce. Sauce. Man, I don't want to make Stephen's head like this big. It's already this big. But I keep going back to his talk, so it's so good. Reminded me a lot of some talks I've done, but yes, it was good. But wait a second, Stephen, did you watch a lot of my talks and make your talk from my talk? No. I lost my train of thought. I know. Stephen's head, man. Come on, baby. Okay. So anyhow, no. Referrals are important. Referrals are definitely important because I call them free furls. Free furls. Free. And by the way, did you notice how I didn't say go beg your mom and go beg your dad and go beg your brothers and sisters? Did I say not to? I just didn't say to because it's obvious. The story in the beginning, if you don't take care of your family, like he's called a Grammy and she's called a Glammy, you'd be called a shammy. For God's sakes, don't go to a family funeral and sit there and say, what, Uncle Bob didn't have life insurance? You're joking, right? He was just at my house last night. He had no life insurance at all. They're going to lose the home. You go put your head on the pillow that night when you find out someone in your close related family situation died and you didn't tell them who you were, what you do, and how you can help them. Oh, my God. Here it comes. So every time you get the ability to be blessed, a blessing, every time you get the ability to be a difference maker, and you're lovable, and you're adorable, and you're rememberable, and you're knowledgeable, and your product's affordable, they're going to tell other people about you. Make sure they do. Get the list of names, their referrals, but that's not the secret sauce. Going back to Davies. Yes, yes, yes. He called it something. Man, what did he call it? He called it the yes attack or the yes fanatics, or what did you call it, Stephen? What did you say? The cadence. The cadence. I was the Marines. I should have remembered that. The cadence. The cadence. Left, 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 right, left. So, come on, military people. You got to love that. That was damn good. I've been out for 30 years, man. A bell. Hey. Look at those damn shoes right there. Anyhow, so, I want more leads. 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 Please take me to $1 million annuity. Please take me to $1 million annuity. Please take me to the Great Wizard of Oz. The Great Wizard of Oz. Anyhow, I'm going to teach you out of all the questions you can ask, a question that has been the most powerful question in all of mankind. And there's a lot of questions out there. I don't care how old they are. I don't care how young they are. Watch carefully. Stephen, Holly. By the way, you're at their house. They agreed to meet with you. For God's sakes, they know what you do. They know what you're there for. They know your intentions. It's not like you're going to ask their daughter out and take them to a bowling alley or something. Come on. Come on. So I'm sitting there. I'm already halfway done because they said yes for me to come over. Stephen, Holly, have you guys ever lost a mom or a dad on either side? You can answer for Holly. Just make it a voice of a woman. Yeah. Stephen, I'm talking. No. Has your wife not lost a mom or a dad? No, I'm talking to Stephen. You're not Holly, for God's sakes. Anyhow, you're in her chair because he wants you there, but you're not Holly. Yeah. Stephen, so you or Holly have never lost a parent? No. Have you lost a grandparent? Yes. Were you close to that grandparent? Yes. Stephen, how old were you when that grandparent passed away?
First one when I was 18. Most recently when I was 30.
So being that age, you definitely recall the experience, not only the emotional loss, but I'm about to ask you a question. When that person died, do you remember if your family had a plan in place that would take care of the financial implications of death, or they didn't have a plan in place?
Had a plan.
They had a plan. In my last 34 seconds on stage, Stephen, I'm going to tell you something. I don't plan on leaving here tonight until we do what your grandfather did. Agreed? Now, let's say Stephen said that his grandfather didn't have a plan. Patrick? Remember, I make it simple. It's the same statement. Yeah. Stephen, I promise you, before I leave here tonight, we're going to do what your grandfather should have done. Agreed? My name's Eric Bellaire, and I'm going to blow through the nose to get to the yeses.